Alright, it is Monday, November 19th, 2018 at 12:18 p.m. Let's take a look at the weather. Before I do, I want to say Happy Thanksgiving to everybody across the country. Happy Thanksgiving, and I might not make videos during this Thanksgiving week because I will be busy with family, baking pies, doing things that have to do with the family. But let's take a look at the weather. Alright, upcoming pattern change will bring much needed rain to California and warmer temperatures to central US as the northeast shivers. At a glance, a shift in the jet stream is expected to by mid to late week. Rain and mountain snow will move into the west, including California. The pattern shift will also result in milder temperatures in central U.S. Another blast of cold air will spread into the northeast for Thanksgiving. A pattern change is expected to take place this week and will bring along awaited rainfall to the west, including California, and relief from the blast of cold air to the central United States. For much of November, a southward dip in the jet stream has been in place over the central and eastern U.S. This has brought rounds of cold air along with periods of rain and snow. In the west, the dominant pattern has been dry and mild conditions due to upper level ridge of high pressure near the west coast. During Thanksgiving week, there will be a shift in the jet stream. An upper level through will southward dip in the jet stream will move into the west coast, and a northward bulge in the jet stream will shift into the central U.S. This shift will result in a wet pattern in the west that will be good news regarding the fire weather and air quality. In addition, milder temperatures are expected for the central U.S. and northeast, however, will not see relief from the Arctic cold just yet. Alright. California, west rain and mountain snow expected. The wet season in California has been off to a dry start, which has played a role in the devastating wildfires in both northern and southern California. Very poor air quality due to the smoke will continue to be a concern early this week, and air quality alerts have been issued as the stagnant weather pattern will persist over the next few days. The upcoming storm should blow much of the smoke out of the area. Midweek, the upper level through will push into the west, and areas of the low pressure will bring widespread precipitation into the region. This will be beneficial regarding fire weather concerns and will bring air quality to safer levels. Alright. There are some uncertainties in the details of timing and amounts of rain and snow, but there is an increasing chance of precipitation mid to late week. Several inches of rainfall are possible, and particularly in higher elevations. The Sierra Nevada could see a foot or more of snow. Precipitation is currently expected to begin spreading into the west coast Tuesday night and Wednesday. The first system will be followed by a second area of low pressure, which will bring another round of rain and snow late week. Although this pattern change is overall good news, there could be concern of mudslides and debris flows in recent burn areas in California. If there is heavy rain, there is a possibility of debris flows, Eric Kruth, meteorologist at the National Weather Service Sacramento office, said late Saturday morning. It's a bit early to give any probability of that. There is some potential for ash flow with significant rain on newly burned areas, which means the light ash on the surface will get washed down slope. This is not a major hazard like debris/mud flow. Northern California has not received rainfall since early October. Downtown San Francisco has seen 0.21 inches of rainfall since October 1st, which is more than 2 inches below average, while Sacramento has only measured 0.04 inches of rainfall during this period. Southern California has not reported rain in over a month. Both Los Angeles and San Diego have received only about half as much rainfall as it typically expects since October 1st. The weather pattern change will help to alleviate at least some of the rainfall deficits. Temperature changes ahead. The other piece of good news with this upcoming pattern change is a relief from the persistent blast of Arctic cold in the plains and Midwest. The change in the jet stream will bring relief from the below average temperatures that have generally been in place for areas east of the Rockies recently. Another cold blast will bring colder than average conditions to the plains, Midwest, Northeast early this week. However, the midweek temperatures will begin to return closer to average and will climb above average for most of the northern and central plains into parts of the Midwest by late week. So we got Thanksgiving week warming up Minneapolis, Rapid City, Chicago, Kansas City, and St. Louis. Alright, instead of highs on the teens, 20s, and northern plains and upper Midwest, temperatures will reach 30s and 40s in the central plains and mid-Mississippi Valley. Highs in the 30s and 40s will be replaced with 50s. Lows will also slowly increase, with most areas seeing lows in the 20s and 30s, even 40s by late week. The Northeast, however, will see an upper-level throw develop over the region. This means colder than average conditions will persist there throughout this holiday week. Temperatures on Thanksgiving are looking particularly cold in the Northeast, with highs and lows 10 to 25 degrees colder than average for this time of year. So the Northeast is going to be cold for the Thanksgiving week. This pattern will also bring mainly dry conditions to the eastern half of the U.S. through Thanksgiving. Only light rain and snow are anticipated in the northern tier. Much of the South will see a break from the rain after coming off a wet week with showers and thunderstorms generally confined near the Gulf Coast. Temperatures in the southeast will also be warmer than last week and close to average. Alright, those are the weather forecast for the week of Thanksgiving. Let's take a look right now what's happening across the country. Right now in Houston, Texas, we're having some rain and thunderstorms happening there and parts of Louisiana. There is snow happening near Cleveland and parts of Philadelphia and Pennsylvania. There is also some snow happening by the Great Lakes and some rain happening off the coast of North Carolina. Alright, let's take a look at the temperatures right now. This is for November 19th. Pretty much warmer temperatures down south in the East Coast. 50s and 60s for Louisiana, got 61 degrees. Florida has 64, 74, and 81 degrees. 60s for Mississippi and Alabama. 56 for 56 for Georgia, 57 for South Carolina, and 66 for South Carolina. 56 and 59 for North Carolina. 48 degrees for Virginia. And the East Coast, northern East Coast, is in 30s, and 15 in Maine. Oregon has 22 degrees. Washington has 36. California, the northern part, has 29 and 44, and the southern part has 54 and 58. And Texas is in 30s and 50s and 40s. So pretty much it has warmed up a little bit in the southeast and still cool in parts of the middle of the United States in 8s and 30s, but it's getting a little bit warmer. Alright. And here is the rain for the past week. It has happened mostly in Texas, parts of the South Carolina, North Carolina, and Florida, and parts of Chicago, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. So just rain happening across those areas of the United States this past week. Alright guys, wishing you a happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your turkey, and if I don't make any videos during the rest of this week, is because I am busy with family affairs. Alright guys, see you next time. God bless.